Hi everyone, stuck at home and thought I would make a short video on how we can all take care of our mental health, whether we're in self-isolation or working at home. The NHS in the UK did a very useful mental health 5 a day, which I've converted to the acronym COVID. C for connection, O for observe, V for volunteer, I introduce movement, and D develop skills and knowledge. So firstly, with connection, well, it's quite hard when we're not allowed to see each other face to face. The thing I would encourage is to speak to people on the phone, to Skype people, to FaceTime. It's really important to pick up on those little human interpersonal tendencies and nuances that we get through face-to-face or voice-to-voice interaction, which we can tend to miss on platforms like email and social media. Next one is to observe. Observe being mindfulness. Now, this doesn't mean we have to all sit and meditate for 20 minutes a day. There are some great apps to help with mindfulness. My favourite is Headspace with Andy Puddicombe, but I will list some of the other ones that are proper evidence-based apps, really helpful ones in the article that I'll write to go with this. And if that all sounds a bit much, there are other simple ways to make sure that you're observing in order to disconnect with your own worries, emotions, anxieties, just to get out of your head, as it were. That could be to look out of the window and notice the shapes of clouds. It could be to notice the pattern on a tile in your flat or house that you've never really looked at before. But it's making that effort to consciously observe what's going on around you and what's in your environment as a means of disengaging with your own stream of consciousness. The next one is volunteer. Again, might sound tricky when you're stuck at home, but there are ways of volunteering even if you can't leave your home. You could volunteer your time to speak to someone else on the phone, someone that you know may be struggling with anxiety or could just do with a helpful hello. You could volunteer your skills online. You could volunteer your capabilities and knowledge and share that, write a blog, an article. There are all sorts of different ways, and we know that being pro-social is incredibly important for our own mental health, but it's also obviously really important for other people's. So it's worth doing. The next one, introduce movement. I know that when I'm writing and I'm at home, I can forget to get up. I can sit sort of immersed in what I'm doing for an hour or two at a time. And it's worth setting a little reminder on your phone to just get up after 45 minutes. If you're sitting down working, if you're sitting down watching TV, whatever you're doing, to stand up, to walk around. If you're stuck in your flat, go and bend your knees, do some squats by the window, watch an online video of exercise, go out for a walk. That's something we're allowed to do, but just try and keep moving. Don't just stay in and stay stuck and stay still. It's really bad for your mental well-being to do that. And finally, there's develop a skill or a capability. I'm going to use this as a time to start doing some gardening. I'm not sure it'll be very successful, but I'm going to try and enjoy the process. It might be a time where you look at something in your home that you've bought meaning to do for a long time, whether that's a guitar that you never learned to play, or maybe you play a guitar and there's a piece of music you've always wanted to learn. It might be buying a book and reading it, one about a topic that you're really interested in. It could be doing an online course. There's all sorts of different things to do. But they are also really, really important. Developing new skills, keeping your brain busy, and just drawing yourself away from those anxious thoughts that may come up because of all the uncertainty that we're facing at the moment. So for now, stick with the positive COVID, not the disease. Keep disease free, keep well, keep healthy, and let's all look out for one another.